Okay, so Nick and I are moving to Los Angeles in like 8 days, and as you can see, pretty much nothing's packed. Our rooms are like mostly have stuff thrown out of them, and we just went through the kitchen, but now we need to like go through the living room, actually throw stuff out, get somebody to buy that whole entertainment system. Someone's buying the TV, thankfully, and someone's also buying the couch. But now we need to pack everything because Nick is gone for 3 days, I'm gone for 2 days, and then Devin gets here on the 28th, and then we drive to California. So let's get started.
What?
So I was talking to my friend Christian the other day, and he brought it to my attention that I haven't really talked about my move on the vlog. It's for 2 reasons. One, I'm still generally riddled with anxiety, and also I've been in the middle of packing. You can't really see because the room's dark, but this used to be full of garbage, and now it's just my TV with some boxes in it. It's actually all still a mess because we move in like 5 days. To Christian's point, I figured I'd talk about Simba, don't knock over the camera. Don't knock it over. Nice. I figured I'd talk about where I'm moving, why I'm moving, and how I'm doing it. I'm moving to LA. A year ago when I shot Mute for Raja, well, I guess even before that, when I shot a couple of videos that never came out for this kid, Shawn, I was not really interested in LA. Like, I had gone out there to visit some friends, I went to Disneyland, but it was raining the whole time I was there. I wasn't super hyped on it. I thought it was cool, it was like a fine place, whatever. While I was out there, I met Raja. I went to a birthday party. I'm sure I've told this story a million times, but met her there. We didn't really talk. A couple months later, we started DMing on Twitter. Here we are now. I do all these videos for her. In June of 2016, I went out there to direct Mute. We didn't really talk a lot when I was there, but the people that I interact with and also hang out with Raja, I just saw that LA was a place that I could be successful. It was a place that could sustain me and my creative tendencies, right? So I just decided that now maybe this was a place I wanted to go. Then we went back to LA to film Believe in You, and that time I brought Nick with me because from the beginning, I wanted him to make this move with me because we make everything together. We make my music together, he helps me with my videos. I just think that it's like the best case scenario if we both move together. So when Raja called me and asked me to come back to film Believe in You, I was like, hey, can I bring Nick too? Because I think that he needs to see LA and experience it. So he came with me. And that whole week was crazy. Like, we met Kyle Massey, we met Chris Massey, we filmed a video. 2 days after that, we flew home, and then we drove to Miami to film Raja and Timbaland. It was a crazy week. But for me, that was the time when I was like, okay, this is what can happen if I double down on what I'm good at, if I double down on what I want to do. Because at the end of the day, I want to make music. Like, music is what I love more than anything. And I love making videos too, but music is like the end goal. And for me, making videos is the best way to get there because I get to work with musicians, I get to meet people, and I get to make stuff that I love to do. At the end of the day, I get to be creative all the time and make a living at it. After that whole week where we shot Believe in You and met Timbaland, I was like, okay, this is where I should be for sure. So that's kind of the long and short of it. I had a good experience shooting Mute. I brought Nick out to have a great experience shooting Believe in You. And then we just kind of decided that it was where we should be. Like, at the end of the day, with the connections that we now have through the videos that we've made and the videos we're planning on making, we can make all of our dreams come true in this place. Granted, like, I think that's kind of everybody's pipe dream about LA, is that like it's just gonna give you the life that you want and that you don't have to work for it. Obviously, you're gonna have to work incredibly hard to make it happen. So in about 3, 4, 5 days, oh, this is nice. We have visitors in my vlog. In 5 days, me, Nick, my friend Devin, who I think I talked about earlier, and if not, I will make it look like I talked about him earlier, and my friend Rick are taking a trip out to LA. We're driving from here, we're gonna go to the White House, hopefully somewhere in between there, and then the Grand Canyon, and then to Devin's house, where Nick and I will be staying for a little while with his great dog, Bella. Devin's great dog, Bella, not Nick's dog, Bella. I'm scared for sure. It's a big change. Like, I know I talked to my friend Sean Pitts about this when he moved to San Francisco, but it's tough. Like, you just leave behind all your friends. Like, all my best friends, not only do they live in Boston, we all live less than a mile from each other. Like, on my street, it's like my house, Rick's house, Fitz and Martin live together, and I live with Nick. So like, we all live on this like one street. Like, it's awesome. It's gonna be tough to leave all that. It was funny, I talked to my dad about it, and he was like, dude, like, so I told him, I was like, man, I'm stressed. Like, I don't wanna move away from you guys. Like, what if something shitty happens? What if I'm far away? He's like, yeah, so what? He's like, so what if you stay home? What if you stay home and in the next 15 years, I pass away and you're 38 now and you still live in Boston and you weren't able to like chase what you wanted. He's like, I don't want that for you. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And we have iPhones and we have computers and there's airplanes. Like, we can see each other. So that's what I keep trying to remind myself, is that it's all sacrifice for right now. It's gonna be tough, obviously. Like, Gotta figure out how to make money, gotta figure out a place to live, gotta figure out how to get around the city, gotta meet people, gotta make things happen. But at the end of the day, like, no one's gonna walk up to my apartment and be like, hey, here are your dreams, enjoy. You just gotta work for them, you gotta make some sacrifices. I'm excited, it's gonna be awesome. It'll be nice to be in a place that's not very humid. I love Boston, but walking out of your house and just having your clothes feel damp, it sucks. So that's the story. I'm moving to LA because it's the best place for me right now, and I've got some great opportunities out there, and I have a lot of friends that can help me make things happen, and I'm nervous as hell. So if you have any suggestions, hit me up, talk to me. That's the story. 5 days left in Boston. When I post this, it's probably closer to like 4 days. We're gonna make a vlog every day of the trip, which would be fun. I don't know how we're gonna post it other than crushing my cellular hotspot data, but Starbucks, hey. So we'll be at Starbucks for like easily 45 minutes every day trying to upload this vlog. But it's cool. Devin's gonna do some stuff, I'm gonna do some stuff. We're bringing my drone. We're trying to make some really cool stuff, so it'll be fun. We're gonna make an emergency pit stop to see Sonic. So far today, we made 2 trips to Amtrak, shipped about 1,000 pounds of stuff, got yelled at by some Russian people, and then the cops came. So this is a good trip so far. Sit. Sit. Hey. Now if that's not a good guy, I don't know who is. Paw. Paw. High five. Up high. Yeah.
Good boy.
Bye. I love you, Sonic. Goodbye.
What's the door for you?